Well, it's me again, live from Club 67 studio. I'm bringing to you now a sneak preview of what's going to be broadcast tomorrow, Tuesday, the 25th of April. File under popular. WAYOLP Rochester, WAYO 104.3 FM, wayofm.org if you're listening over the web. This is streaming live as it's broadcast, but I pre record it for now. I've been cleared to go back into the studio. I'm just waiting to get all of my transportation issues sorted out, and then I will be live, which means that you can contact me in the studio as the show is going on. Right now, you can contact me through Facebook as the show is going on because I'm to the show as it's being broadcast. Yes, I listen with you to me. It's kind of narcissistic, kind of meta. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's one of those things, or maybe more. But for tomorrow night, Tuesday, the show going on, and I will be broadcasting music, new music from one half of Non Credo. Kara Volman will be featured on the show. Her new CD, which you may or not be able to see because the camera isn't all that great, but this is her new CD, which I received in the mail. It's called Outside the Geist, and it's a great collection of songs of hers. A fantastic example of Sprechstimme or Sprechsang, beautiful compositions, excellent musicianship, and beautiful voice. I will play a couple tracks, one to open the show and one to close the show. After the one opening the show, I'm going to play a newly released track by Curlew, courtesy of Cuneiform Records and Steve Feigenbaum. Thank you so much for that, Steve. And Curlew. Curlew, of course, featuring Tom Cora and George Cartwright and a bunch of other people. The track I'm going to play is called Ray. And then after that, a new release by Dave Kerman and 5UUs, also on Cuneiform Records. I am going to play Quills and All, which is the sneak preview for that new release. Those two albums, the Curlew live at CBGB's and Dave Kerman. Gosh, I forgot the name of that release, but it's going to be on the show. Those are both going to be released by Cuneiform Records on the 27th of May of this year. After that, speaking of George Cartwright from Curlew, he's going to be featured on the next track I play, which is by Third Person. The Bends is the name of that album. It's live at the Knitting Factory from 1990, 1991-ish. Snake Oil, a Third Person, featuring George Cartwright and, of course, Tom Cora and Sam Bennett. Volker Leinkov with Bernard Wolsterreich is coming up after that. Creatures Part 2. A few weeks back, you might have remembered that I played elsewhere the rehearsal set by Bernard Wolsterreich and Volker Leinkov. This is what they were rehearsing for. This is a track from that. Bomis Prendon, which I had been mispronouncing as Bomis Prendon. I apologize for that. Bomis Prendon, from their Up to My Ears release. Steve Wall put out this back in 2004. 10 hours of Bomis Prendon. And even after listening to 10 hours, I wanted more. Because you always want more Bomis Prendon. Who are we kidding? So I'm going to play Confusion Rain Part 1 Showers and Confusion Rains Part 2 Monsoon, because we're getting a lot of rain here in Rochester today. There's a lot of theme music, rain. Oh, I trapped a cat in here with me. You might see her pop in. She's trying to get out. I'm going to wait until I'm done recording this. Who knows? Maybe she'll pop into the shot. After Bomis Prendon, Voy Ma from their album Voy Ma. I can't pronounce this in the original language that it was written in, but the track translates as Waiting for the Moon. That's coming after that. And then Insectarium playing The Fool's Last Step comes after that. Then we go back to third person, this time featuring Xena Parkins. Procedure Against the Rain. This might cause the rain to stop. Who understands better about the rain than Tom Cora and Sam Bennett, probably meteorologists, but this is going to happen. And then Kara Volman comes after that. Don't forget the Doilies. The first track that I played by her is The Piper Unpaid. These are both great tracks. Don't forget the Doilies is how I'm ending the show. And then I complete it with my sign-off signature piece by ZNR. I thank you for watching this if you have, and I thank you for listening to the show as you do each week for those of you who do. Mooney's crying at the door right now. I should probably let her out. So I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting WAYO for those of you who do. And thank you so much for supporting my show. Hopefully I'll be back in the studio next week. But until then, keep on clicking on the clicks. Please share, please subscribe, and please continue to watch. And like this if you can. I'm Jack Porcello for File Under Popular on WAYO LP Rochester.